Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see the getting started with Azure OpenAI, a beginner's guide. Today we are going to explore the exciting world of Azure OpenAI, and I'm sure that you are ready to unlock the power of AI and take your skills to the next level. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly log on to the portal and take it from there. Okay, well, you can create resources in Azure in several different ways. You can use the Azure portal, you can use REST APIs, Azure CLI, PowerShell, or client libraries. You can use Azure Resource Manager, also known as ARM templates. In this video, we will review examples of creating and deploying resources in the Azure portal. So to create an Azure OpenAI resource in the Azure portal, you need to sign into the Azure portal, which is portal.azure.com. Okay, now you'll click on create a resource and you will search for Azure OpenAI. Azure OpenAI is here. You click on it. Azure OpenAI, Azure service. Okay, now you will click on create. I will take you to the next screen. I have a pay-as-you-go subscription. Now this will be the subscription used in your Azure OpenAI service onboarding application. All right, and I don't have a resource group, so I'll create a resource group. Test RG1, you can name it anything. And now you have the region, the location of your instance. Different location can introduce latency, but they don't affect the runtime availability of your resource. Okay, so this is the basic. I'm going to go with what I'm going to choose the nearest. You can use South India. Okay, now you will enter a name. Okay, you can say Azure OpenAI test 1. Okay, and you can okay, I'll use this Azure-OpenAI ASAR. Okay, and then you will set the pricing tier. I'm going with standard S0. You can see the full pricing details here. After that, you will click on the next option here. Now it will ask you to configure the network security. Option 1 is all networks, which includes the internet can access this resource. Option 2 is selected networks, which includes that you have to configure network security for your Azure AI service resources. Option 3 is disabled. No networks can access these rows, but you could configure private endpoint connections. That will be the exclusive way to access this resource. Okay, so I'm going with all network because this is my lab environment. This is not my production resources running on here, right? So next is give you the option to add the tags. You can add them now or you can add them later. Again, you will click on next and you will review your configuration and values that you have entered, and you will click on create. Deployment is in progress. As soon as the deployment is created or completed, you will see your resource. I'm going to pause the video and come back. Deployment is done. I'm going to click on go to resource. Azure OpenAI ASAR, you will click on it. All right. Now, before you can generate text or inference, you need to deploy a model. You can select from one of several available models in Azure AI Foundry portal. I have the Azure AI Foundry portal as well, which is ai.azure.com, and you need to use the instance or the directory in which you have a valid subscription. All right, I'm using my default directory on my Azure portal, and you can connect it. Once you will select that you want to log on to Azure AI Foundry, it will go ahead and give you the options. But I don't have a model created in my Azure AI Foundry, so I'll see what I will do. Right, so now now you have this resource created. Build your own secure Copilot and Gen AI application with Azure OpenAI service. You can develop it, you can monitor it, explore the explore the options that you would like to explore. Now, when you are in the Azure AI Foundry, I'll make another video on the Azure AI Foundry as well. But for now, when you are in the Azure AI Foundry portal, and now if you exit out of it, you click on explore models. These are the pre-built models that are available. Find the right model to build your custom AI solution. A new reasoning model, unlock and precision workflows, command model leaderboards, and these are all different models. Let's say that I want to go with, check out this model. This is the kind of the model catalog that you see. All right, it is still loading. Okay, now if you will scroll down a bit, Azure OpenAI. Use the latest Azure OpenAI models and offerings with your Azure OpenAI resources. I will click on here. It will pick up the resource name that I just created in my pay-as-you-go subscription, which is an OpenAI type Azure resource. Okay, I'll select it. And in here, you get this option, use this resource. You click on it. Welcome to the Azure OpenAI service. Resource configuration, you can view the JSON, subscription ID, pricing tier, location, what I selected while creating it. And then you either select the model from the model catalog, right? Or you select the tools that are available in this resource. Now, when you click on deployments, right here you have the model deployment. You can select a model. Let's say deploy a model, deploy base model or deploy fine-tuned model, deploy the base model here. Chat, Mini, GPT. Say this is the model. The GPT-4 series is the latest iteration of the GPT-4 model family. Okay, I confirm it. Now this is the deployment name. This is the deployment type. Now you have to choose a name carefully. The deployment name is used in your code to call the model by using the client libraries and the REST APIs. And when it comes to deployment type, you can choose standard, global batch, or the other options what I'm getting, right? So it's by default giving the global standard, but then there are other options as well. And then if you scroll down, you can click on create resources and deploy. Okay. Now when the deployment completes, your model deployment status changes to succeeded. Okay. And after that, you can use the Azure OpenAI security building blocks. You can make API calls and generate text with Azure OpenAI services. You can learn more about the Azure OpenAI service model by checking the documentation as well. All right. Now at last, there are some tips and tricks to help you get the most out of the Azure OpenAI. You should start with simple models and gradually increase the complexity. You should use the right tools and frameworks for your project. You should experiment and iterate. It's all part of the learning process, because of what I've understood it, that the best way to learn any new thing or any new technology is by doing it, right? So read, do, get an error, correct yourself. You read again, redo it, get an error again, correct yourself, and you follow this cycle, and you will eventually be the master of this skill set, whatever you're trying to learn. So I have few more requests for you. So you should subscribe to this channel, which will encourage me and all the other viewers to watch out, comment, share this video. You should join a community, right? So I would invite all of you to comment, and then whatever comes into your mind about Azure, about OpenAI, what your thoughts are. And I would also encourage you all to try Azure OpenAI and share your experiences in the comment section. I hope this was informative for all of you. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.